Now, let me talk a little bit about ethanol specifically. There was a derailment in New Brighton, Pennsylvania in October 2006, right next to the river here. And main thing is just to show you some pictures. It was a huge fire. I mean, a really dramatic fire. It happened at night, so you get great night pictures, right? Okay, next one. It was an inferno. I mean, rail tank cars were burning. 20 rail tank cars were burning. Next. And next. And one more. Now, what happened was a whole bunch of rail cars derailed, and most of them fell into the river and were burning on their way down to the river. You know, so you'll see that was lucky, because the alternative was, what if it had fallen on the other side of the truck? You know, what if it had gone downhill on the other side instead of down into the river? I mean, just luck of the draw that it happened that way. So I'm just trying to suggest that they were lucky that it wasn't much worse in terms of impacts. Nobody was killed from this accident. It was a huge fire. Nobody was killed. Okay, so look, there's another ethanol situation in Alexandria, which you may know about already, and that's right next to the Cameron Station neighborhood in Alexandria. This is Norfolk Southern, who let a company come in and put an ethanol facility right on this side of the railroad tracks, but right just a few feet from a residential community right up here. And the community was real upset. I mean, there's a school just a couple of 100 feet away here, a little elementary school. And I went and looked at that situation. The back side of the school is where the kids are supposed to run. The evacuation plan says you have to run out the back of the school and go that direction in case of a big fire here. You know, and when you run out the back of the school, there's a fence in the first place, and the fence is locked. The gate is locked. Okay, and then so some kid's supposed to bring the key, and then after you get through the fence, you go downhill in a little gully, and then there's a wire, a steel wire, a nice steel cable stretched just about at first grader neck height, you know, right across the field. I mean, this is not serious. This is not serious emergency preparedness. In fact, so in any case, this facility was put in before the community knew about it. And the community woke up and they were furious. And now the Alexandria City Council spent $20,000 doing an investigation. What went wrong? How come we didn't inform the community, et cetera? How come our fire department doesn't have the right kind of foam to use for an ethanol facility? I mean, ethanol is hard to handle, and these folks were unprepared. So let's take the next one. What they did do was persuade the city to do some kind of a vulnerable zone around the facility. You guys should do that here. You know, talk about what the impacts would be, the worst case scenarios. But let me encourage you that you not only do that for your ethanol, but for some of the other stuff that's stored in your downtown rail yard. I mean, there are things that you will be quite interested in terms of the vulnerable zones around around some of the other cargoes as well.
Are you saying they're storing ethanol on trains in Cameron Station and they're just leaving it there? Is that what you're saying?
Just like your situation here.
They're storing ethanol here in Fredericksburg.
Yes, same situation. There's ethanol being stored in lots and lots of train cars all lined up along the tracks.